PSCL YouTube broadcast channel. My name is Bray Faust alongside Sam Fetterman. Welcome back to some more PSCL action, June 24th, 2023. Game one of this doubleheader on the PSCL channel. Today the matchup is going to be the Coyotes against the Blue Sox. Victories for both these teams yesterday as the Coyotes were able to take a comeback victory against the A's 5-4. And the Blue Sox were able to take a pretty decisive victory yesterday as well in the morning game, both at the stadium, both on a one-game win streak. Not really a win streak, but still off of victories after yesterday. Trying to see if they can go with 2 victories right here today alongside Sam Fetterman. Sam, how you doing this morning, my man?
Yeah, the Coyotes have won 3 games in a row now. They're really hitting their stride at this time of the season. And they're still 3-5. They started off the season 0-5, but if they can keep this win streak going, they'll be a threat in the middle of that National League, but it doesn't seem like anybody's going to catch the Lumberjacks, who are 8-0.
Yeah, Lumberjacks have just been absolutely on fire at this point. They did become victorious yesterday as well with their 8th victory over at the auxiliary field. But it's gonna be a pretty good matchup today, as like you said, the Coyotes are gonna go for their 4th victory now, trying to go 4-5, and the Blue Sox are coming up here trying to just stop them. So Coyotes are gonna be at the bats first. Blue Sox are going to be in the field first. Here's the starting lineup for the Blue Sox, at least in the field. On the outfield, we have Rose in left, England in center, and Bicey in right. In the infield, we have Dawson at the hot corner, Morton at short, Murata at second, and Wise at first. Behind the plate is going to be Ortega. And for the Blue Sox, starting pitcher is going to be Michael Raymond, the uncommitted pitcher, both pitcher and first baseman. As of now, currently pitching a little bit of a high ERA. Only 3 2/3 innings pitched so far. But ready to get some reps in for him. Ready to get some reps in for the Blue Sox, and we'll see what he can do this morning.
Yeah, but that's why you come out here. You got to get some innings, even if you're not usually a pitcher. Or there's a lot of guys that come out here and want to see, and they want to test their arms out. They want to throw. And whether that's 3 innings or that's 15 innings, anything helps.
So the Blue Sox are ready. The Coyotes are ready. The umpires are ready. We're ready to get going. As that first pitch is going to be outside for called for ball 1-0. Game 1 of this doubleheader on the PSCL YouTube channel. Next pitch swinging is going to be fouled off into the net. Counts now 1-1. Graham, a nice little toss to the outside corner. Had to have Bragner stretch for that one.
The key here is to throw competitive pitches, just be in the strike zone, and challenge the hitters to hit it.
1-1 pitch now. Going back to that outside corner, but a little too far outside. Counts now 2-1.
He's living on the outside right now, and that's not very good because you're not going to win games. You're not going to get out of innings by throwing balls. You've got to get in. You got to get inside. You got to challenge the hitter.
Next pitch swinging. That's going to be driven out to right field. Out there is going to be Bicey. Does make the grab, and that's going to be out number 1 for the Coyotes.
Yeah, he went over the middle third of the plate there. It's a good pitch and good piece of contact, but right at the outfielder. And again, that's why you throw competitive pitches, because you're going to get contact right at your defenders.
That's going to bring up now Logan Keller, representative of Centralia College. The outfielder himself, ready to go. First pitch to him. Going to be taken. Got a good heart of the plate right there for strike 1.
And again, you throw competitive pitches, especially on the first pitch. A lot of guys in this league don't like to swing first pitch, and that's totally understandable, but it gives the pitcher the easy way to get ahead in the count.
Next pitch to him. Another breaking ball right there. Gets the heart of the plate again for strike 2. Counts 0-2.
That one moved like crazy.
So no balls, 2 strikes. Raymond with the windup, the kick he deals. Trying to catch that outside corner, just misses. A little waste pitch there for 1-2 though. And we're ready to go again. Windup, kick, he deals. Swung on, that's going to be just looked like it fouled right off him. And we'll do it again at 1-2.
Yeah, he fouls it off of the plate there. And again, just throwing pitches that are tough to make good contact with. That can help you a lot.
So the
If you
1-2 pitch now on its way. Does he catch the outside corner? No, he does not. Just misses, and that's going to even the count now at 2-2. Pretty
That
good
was a
pitch
really good pitch, but it just wasn't there according to the umpire.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, top of the first. Here we go. Next pitch on its way.
Apparently that's ball 4.
That's ball 4.
Did he call one of the pitches?
He might have.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. We'll have to check with that in just a moment. But as of now, it's a ball. And it's going to be a walk for Keller.
Calvin Carroll trying to come up now. He's digging some spots around in that batter's box. He's really digging in.
Keller takes his lead. Raymond kicks, he deals. That's going to be fouled out of play for strike 1. Currently at the time, Calvin Carroll, representative of Cuesta College, batting a .250 average right now. OBP's at .357 and slugging at .500. Trying to bump that up just a little bit today. 0-1 pitch. Actually, it's going to be a throwback to first. Keller gets back in time.
You want to see that pickoff move be a little bit less deliberate and a little bit more in terms of cleverness and quickness. He kind of really telegraphed that like what your basketball coaches tell you not to do.
Next pitch, watch out, up the middle. That's going to be in center field for a line drive base hit. And now the Coyotes have runners at first and second. That was a close one, though, by Raymond, just to get his glove in the middle of it, just to try and get out of the way. But that's going to put runners now at first and second for the Coyotes. And as also, we're going to Carroll is going to have his courtesy runner take his spot. Looks like that's 12, number 12 for the Coyotes. I believe that's Cortez. So with runners at first and second, with only 1 out in the inning, that's going to bring up Nunley. Mr. Nate Nunley, to be specific, first pitch swinging. Does take a cut at it, but does miss strike 1. Nunley, a representative of Centralia College as well. 5'10", 165 pounds. Second baseman and shortstop. He is a true middle infielder.
First baseman playing in wise at the grass.
Next pitch taken for a ball, a little low. Ball 1. Yeah, just making sure that the bunt, getting ready for a bunt, for a sacrifice bunt to move the runners over to second, third.
With 1 out and 2 on, that could be an interesting decision here to go for the bunt.
1-1 pitch on its way. Swung on. That's going to be flown out of play. And Nate Nunley has driven that ball out and has made the count now a 1-2 count. Might have been expecting a little bit faster speed there, but looks like he had to catch up on a breaking ball pitch there or something along those lines.
Wise now retreats back behind the first base bag, so no longer playing in, no longer expecting that bunt with 2 strikes.
Ready for that double play ball over to first base. Runner goes. 1-2 pitch on its way. Breaking ball. It's called strike. The throw down to second is no go. But that's going to be out number 2 as Raymond records his first punch out of the day. That's the good news. Bad news is the double steal was effective, and the runners are now at second and third with 2 away.
Yet a double steal works like a charm there, and they get both runners to advance, and now they got 2 outs, and that worked as a sacrifice.
So from one Centralia College student to another Centralia College student, Tyler Harries is up to the plate for the Coyotes. First pitch to him. Taken, catches that outside corner. That's what Raymond's been looking for all inning for strike 1. He's been looking for that sweet spot on the outside corner. He finally found it. We'll have to see what he can do coming up in the next coming up pitches. 0-1 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be driven out. That's going to be in right center field. In comes Bicey. And he does make the grab and makes the catch. And the Blue Sox get out of here unscathed with leaving runners on scoring position. So, after the top of the first inning, Coyotes leave some runners on the base path, but none are able to score. We'll have to see if they can defend themselves in the bottom of the first coming up later in just a moment. You're listening to the PSCL YouTube broadcast.
Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies, far amber waves of grain. America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Like your bacon
Say it.
steady ultimate cheeseburger.
Go!
Your bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
So, the top of the first, the Coyotes were not able to get a run across the board. So now it's time for the Blue Sox turn to try and get some runs on the board themselves as the Coyotes take the field for the first time. First pitch by Max Robinson, the representative of Centralia College. That's in there for a strike one. Max currently pitching a 3.37 ERA after two complete games. Next pitch is in there as well for strike 2. 0-2 is the count now.
2 good pitches, 2 called strikes. You got to swing now. Well, you
Next-
don't have to.
Next pitch is going to be in the dirt on the opposite batter's box for ball 1.
You enjoy Micromania last night?
I did. I thought it was something else. I've never seen anything like it before. Next pitch outside in the other batter box again for ball 2. Yeah, something very interesting, something I will absolutely never forget. And I know my son's first wrestling matches were going to be weird ones for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'd never been to a wrestling match. Like, I've never been to professional wrestling or any sort of that. So that was the first time I'd experienced it, and my God, that was
Weird.
wild.
It was wild and weird. I would definitely suggest that's something on your bucket list. 2-2 count out to Connor Fry. Not driven out. It's going to be bloopered over to the gap in left and right center field, but right underneath it, Tyler Harries makes the grab at shortstop, and that's going to be recorded out number 1. Try to get that bloop single over the shortstop, but was able to run that out and catch it.
Yeah, like, you can tell it's a show and not like, and it's not like highly competitive, obviously, but like, it's still very athletic and explosive as we were promised.
Oh, it's like I said, it's absolutely something, and one of the weirdest things I've ever seen, but that's definitely something I'm not going to forget ever again. So up to the plate, though, is Kyle England. First pitch. Next pitch actually taken into the dirt for a ball. Count is now even up at 1-1 with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning.
I mean, that ring was a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be.
Next pitch going to be a chopper over to second base. Nunley throws over to Toms, and he does make the put out. And that's going to be the second out for the Blue Sox. Nice little 4-3 put out.
Really nice play there by Nunley.
So from England to Wise, we go to Caleb Wise, third baseman and pitcher, uncommitted at the time. A recording 6 foot, 230 pound. He's a big guy, that's for sure. He looks buff, and he's swinging like he's a big guy. First pitch to him up on the inside for ball one. Batting a 429 at the time of this ball game. So he's seen the ball well and he's hitting the ball well.
Yeah, 429. Anytime you're over 400, that means you're doing something right.
Unfortunately for there, that was a little pop up over to the first base. Toms does make the grab, and that is the inning. So, no harm, no foul. Coyotes did strand 2 runs in the first inning, but are able to come back and take out the Blue Sox 1-2-3 in the bottom. We'll have to see if they can come back in the top of the second inning right here on the PSCL YouTube broadcast.
Our family at Desert Air has always had one mission: to provide our community with comfort solutions that fit their lifestyle and budget. For over 65 years, Desert Air strives to meet and exceed our customers' expectations, not only by keeping them comfortable, but by continuing to stand behind our service, products, and knowledgeable staff. Desert Air is family-owned here in the Coachella Valley since 1954 and will continue to be here for all your AC and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
None of us can see the future, but we can plan for it. And Eisenhower Health has been doing that for years, adding state-of-the-art new facilities, innovative technologies, more doctors in key specialties, and more health centers across the valley, and new programs to meet specialized needs. Whatever the future brings, bring it on, because Eisenhower Health is here for you today and tomorrow.
Welcome back to the top of the second inning on this PSCL broadcast and this PSCL ball game. First inning was a no-go for both teams. First pitch going to be taken for ball one. First inning was a no-go for both teams as we've now reached the top of the second inning. Raymond back on the mound after pretty good outing in the top first. Next pitch going to be taken outside for ball two. It's going to be back up on the bump. Ready to throw some more, as he's ready to face Mr. Jackson Toms, another Centralia College student himself. Ready to get his cuts in for the day.
Seems like Centralia Central.
Next pitch, outside. That's going to be another ball. Counts now 3-0. Well, it's early in the game. What are you thinking, Sam? Green light, red light? What you got? I'm thinking green light.
I don't think you give him the green light.
No green light?
He hasn't shown that he can hit the plate, and, well, now he does, but...
Yeah, that next pitch was taken. Catches the outside corner for strike one.
There's no reason to try to there's no reason to risk making it out there, especially with how red the lights have been in the PSCL.
Next pitch, Toms does swing, take a whack at that, does miss. Count's now filled up, 3-2. Raymond kicks, he deals. And that is taken outside. Did battle back to make the count full, but eventually does walks Toms over to first. Now we get the Coyotes have a runner at first base. Nobody out in the top of the second inning. Still good of Raymond to try and keep battling and does try and make the count full. Unfortunately, that last pitch was too far outside. No chance of him swinging at that. First pitch to Valentine. That's going to be driven out to right center field. That's going to get down right in the gap between second and right. Nobody's going to be able to get that. And the runners, runners are at first and second for the Coyotes.
There is one fly that is absolutely kicking my butt right now.
There's literally a fly in this studio booth that will not leave us alone. Go, bud. It's okay. Just leave us alone. A little quick meeting at the mound just to have a quick check, see if the pitches are correct. as that was going to bring up Mr. James Nelson. Another. Can you take a guess where he's from?
Centralia College.
Nice guess. He's from Centralia College as well. First pitch to him, up and inside for ball 1.
2 on, no outs. You really got to consider. Think you really got to consider just throwing some pitches in the strike zone. You can't keep missing.
1-0 pitch on its way. Swung on. That's to be fouled right behind him. It's going to turn the count to 1-1 now.
You're not going to get out of this inning by throwing balls. You need to throw strikes. If you give up a run, you give up a run. But you're never going to get out of the inning if you don't throw strikes.
James Nelson, a true second baseman, but playing at the hot corner this morning. See if we can get some reps over there. 1-1 pitch now on its way. Swung on. That's going to be driven out to center field. England right underneath it. Doesn't make the catch. Runner tags. He's going to third. Runner at first also tags and makes it a second. So an efficient little sacrifice to move the runners over to scoring position with only 1 out here in the top of the second. That was a good, solid hit, deep enough for England. Couldn't even make an attempt at third.
Well, he made an attempt. It didn't work. It was a well-hit ball into the medium depth, a little deeper than that's in center field, and good decision to tag up. Now you see the infielders playing on the edge of the grass, very far in.
First pitch to Luke Culver. Going to be taken outside for ball 1, infield. Now playing in at the infield grass with only 1 out.
Yeah, Dawson, Morton, Murata, and Wise are ready for any ground ball to throw directly to the plate.
1-0 pitch on its way. That's going to be way outside. Easy take for Culver for ball 2. Luke Culver, an outfielder by trade. Currently batting at .250 with his OBP at .437 and slugging at .333. Another one of those guys that's wanting to bump that up even more and has a really good chance to even add some RBIs to his total. 2-0 pitch on its way. That's going to be taken. That does stay on the outside for ball 3. And we're going to have a little bit of a chit-chat with Ortega and Raymond.
What Ortega's going out to Raymond to say is just throw it to my glove. Don't worry about the base runners. Don't worry about the batter. Pretend the batter isn't there. Just throw it to my glove because, again, he's never going to get out of this inning if he doesn't throw strikes.
So the count has run up to 3-0. Culver. Don't know if the green light or red light's on this one, but we'll have to wait and see. 3-0 pitch on its way. You know, even if it was on green, it was an easy take, and that does go off the outside. And Raymond has walked Culver over to first and has now made the bases full with only 1 out in the inning. That's the bad news. Good news is there is 1 out. Middle infield is moved back, ready for a double play ball to him. First pitch does catch that outside corner finally, and that's going to be strike number 1. A good pitch by Raymond.
Yeah, and Raymond's pitch count is getting up there. This is already 34 pitches in an inning and a third.
As he faces off against Isaiah Nunez, an infielder and pitcher by trade. Next pitch to him, swung on and missed, and count is now 0-2. You guess where Isaiah's from?
Centralia College.
Well, it's a good guess, but no, he's actually from Hartnell College. 0-2 pitch on its way. Swung on and missed, and that is a big out by Raymond, as that is the second out of the inning. The infielders are going to move back now, force at every single bag. Raymond might actually get out of this with no runs across the board.
Really important K there. Takes away the sacrifice.
First pitch to Brownyard. That's going to be taken for ball 1 way outside. No chance at swinging at that. Brownyard at the top of the lineup now for the Coyotes, though.
Not sure what happened there. He went 3 pitches, 3 strikes to Nunez, and then he just misses far outside on the first pitch. No, come on. Throw that high fastball again.
1-0 pitch on its way. Taken for ball 2. Count is now up to 2-0. It might look like he's finishing a little too short with his stride as more I look at it. He's finishing too quick, which is leaving the ball up and away. But either way, as you
Yeah, I mean,
stated,
he does have a big leg kick.
next pitch, that's what we're looking for. Swung on and missed for strike one. Brownyard now with a 2-1 count.
So perhaps he's not getting enough thrust off of his back because of the disproportionate leg kick.
Next pitch, good block by Ortega, though, to keep that in front of him, but that's going to move the count to 3-1. Raymond, a little bit of a struggle here on Brownyard. 3 balls, 1 strike, bases loaded. Next pitch to him. Swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The count is full. Runners are going to be in motion with 2 outs. In the top of the second, who's going to win this battle, Brownyard or Raymond? We'll have to wait and see.
It's a huge pitch right here.
Runner go. Next pitch, just too far outside. That's going to be a walked-in run for the Coyotes. As they have taken the lead early in the top of the second, it is now 1-0. And Blue Sox manager is going to go out and have a little chit-chat with his pitcher. Just get him to calm down, looks like, a little bit.
Yeah, Raymond's walked 4 guys. It's not been his best day so far, but he was still really close to getting out of that inning. 42 pitches, though, and the base is still loaded. This could turn into a disaster.
Probably just let him know or just inform him that, hey, defense is right behind you. Something along the lines of that. Let him hit the ball. You got good players right behind you ready to go.
You know, just got to throw strikes. You're not going to get out of this inning by not throwing strikes. And that's what we just saw. He walked a guy with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Look, it's better than a grand slam per se, but a ball that is any ball that is made contact with, there's a better chance that it's an out than there is if it's not made contact with and it's a ball.
First pitch to Logan Keller. That one is outside again for ball 1. The outfielder from, you guessed it, Centralia College has a chance to extend this lead even wider than what it was. 1-0 pitch on his way. That's going to be way up in the air for ball 2. And still no movement in the bullpen of the Blue Sox. I think no matter what, they're going to have to go to someone early because this pitch count is high. And, yeah, it looks like they're starting to get some movement now.
Raymond's got to make some sort of adjustment here.
2-0 pitch on its way. Swung on and missed to Keller. That is swung on and driven the count up to 2-1 now.
I mean, he's all the way closer to that first base side of the rubber, and he's missing to the first base side. Maybe if he moves a little bit closer to the third base side, his pitches won't miss by as much.
Another pitch, another outside. That's now driven the count up to 3-1. 1 ball away from walking in another one.
I mean, has he come inside on a righty at all?
Haven't really noticed. 3-1 pitch. Taken, actually catches the inside corner. And the count is again full.
Right there, he comes inside and gets the strike. That's a big pitch for him.
Raymond kicks. He deals. Swung on. That's going to be driven up the middle. That's going to score 1 run. Here comes another one. Rounded third. Heading home. Throw over from center. Throws out to third base. Cut off. And we got a pickle here, folks. Now we got another pickle at the home plate. Makes the tag. Does he get? And misses apparently. So that is actually going to be an unloaded single of the bases. 3 runs come across to score. And the Coyotes have now taken a commanding lead. It's now 4-0.
Yeah, right there. That's just a little bit of that's just a disaster for the Blue Sox. What you got to do there, maybe throw the ball a little bit earlier to home plate. I understand that maybe he goes back and you don't get the out, but the most important thing is that the run doesn't score there. And
in all honesty, it was a clean play. There's no errors whatsoever. They just scored all 3.
the throw was a little bit high.
Next pitch, wild. Going to be thrown right behind the batter. That's going to move Keller over to second base off the wild pitch.
But give credit to the Coyotes here, something that I really haven't done enough of so far. They are disciplined so far. Their ability to not swing the bat at pitches that are not in the strike zone has been really impressive today.
Their discipline honestly reminds me of the Palm Spring Power. They've been very disciplined. Keller runs again. That's going to be the old-fashioned hit and run. That's going to score the 5th run as Calvin Carroll with an RBI single, and he's going to roll over the inning with a runner on base.
Roll it.
And they got it, and the rollover is official. So with that run left on base, the Coyotes have taken a 6-0 lead in the top of the second. Now the Blue Sox going to have to get the bats going.
Yeah, and that's a really tough one for the Blue Sox to swallow because they had it at 0-0 and a 3-2 count with 2 outs.
It was a good piece of hitting, but unfortunately not going to do it as they are going to have to now catch up. So after the top of the second, we're going to roll it over. As though we're going to let the Coyotes get warmed up. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with some Palm Spring Power YouTube baseball here.
Agua Caliente Casinos has added more of the hottest and newest slots. With more than 155,000 square feet of gaming, your next jackpot is just a slot pull away. No matter which of our 3 premier properties you visit, Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, or Cathedral City, you'll always find more of the hottest and newest slots. Agua Caliente Casinos, the caliente place to play.
When it comes to air conditioning and heating questions, Desert Air has the answers. Like, did you know it is recommended that you change your filters every 6 months to keep your air as clean as possible? And do you know it's important to service your system at least twice a year to keep it running optimally, especially here in our extreme desert conditions? Desert Air knows. And with a team of experienced and factory-trained technicians, we are here to help with all your air conditioning and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Welcome back now to this PFCL baseball broadcast here. As Blue Sox are taking on the Coyotes, first pitch in the bottom of the second is taken for strike one. Nice breaking ball there. Coyotes were able to roll the inning in the top of the second to take a 6-0 lead. 0-1 pitch now on its way. That's going to take it for a ball 1. Nice piece of hitting, nice discipline at the plate as they were able to score 6 in the top of the second. 1-1 pitch on its way. That's a little too outside for ball 2.
And the reason they were able to score 6 runs is because they were able to lay off of pitches outside the zone and recognize that Raymond was struggling to find the zone and missing on the outside half.
2-1 pitch by Allen. That's going to be swung on by Cerna. Diving, does not make the grab. That's going to get through, out to deep left field. Cerna rounding first, heads to second with this, looks like it's going to be a stand-up double. Correction, that was Parch.
Yeah, really good work there. Just take the pitch and pull it to your and hit it to the pull side. Gets past the outfielder, recognize that, and take second base.
So after that double, a good start for the Blue Sox as they got to get something going after having a rolled over inning that last inning. Had to get something going as Parch with that nice little piece of hitting. As that brings up Mr. Rose for the Blue Sox. 1-0 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be lined out to right field. That's going to get down. That's going to be a base hit. Coach. That's going to bring up Cesar Ortega, the Colorado Northwestern Community College player, who is a catcher and utility player by trade. First pitch to him. That's going to be taken on the outside for ball 1. Count is now 1-0.
Yeah, and after scoring 6 runs, the last thing that you want to do is give up a bunch of runs and make that lead shrink. You need a shutdown inning here, and he's not. And the Blue Sox are determined to not let that happen.
Throw back over to first. Not in time. As Rose is able to get there easily. That's Jack Rose over there at first base. After that nice single down the right field line. Next pitch. Swung on and missed by Cesar Ortega.
Ortega catching today, so if he gets on base, we'll see a pinch runner for him.
1-1 on his way. Taken for ball 2. Count is now 2-1. Rose takes his lead. Parch takes his lead. 2-1 pitch. It's going to be taken. Just misses the inside corner for ball 3. Count is now 3-1. And Robinson, a little bit of risky move. Risk of putting the bases loaded. 3-1 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be popped out of play. No one's going to be able to get that. That's going to fill the count up now to 3-2.
It's a really good pitch on 3-1. Competitive, forces a swing, and that's the most important thing. Force a swing. Make the hitter make something happen. Make the hitter beat you.
And Carroll going to call time himself. Ortega's ready to go. Robinson's ready to go. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the second. Runners at the corners. Here's the pitch. Taken. Strike 3 called. And that's a pretty big out by Robinson as he punches out Mr. Cesar Ortega for the first out of the inning.
It's a huge pitch by Robinson. And on 3-2, sometimes you're tentative to swing because you're so close to getting on base, but you got to realize that you're also so close to getting out.
First pitch to Jacob Bizey. That's going to be a breaking ball too low for the umpire's liking for ball 1. Honestly, a pretty good catch by Carroll. That could have been a disaster if he didn't catch that earlier or later. 1-0 pitch on his way. Taken. Nowhere near the zone for ball 2. Counts now 2-0 to Jacob Bizey. The representative of University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire. 2-0 pitch on its way. Taken. Does catch that outside corner. Count is now 2-1.
That was a good spot and a good frame as well.
First baseman and outfielder by trade. 2-1 pitched onto its way. Taken. Does catch the lower outside corner and is even the count up now at 2.
So he's gone 2 pitches to that spot, and we'll see if he goes there again. I think he's probably going to try coming inside now.
2-2 pitch. Taken on the outside corner. Does not reach, though. Maybe just a little too far on the outside, but alas, the count is now full at 3-2.
Wow, he's virtually thrown him the same pitch this entire at-bat. Just a little bit of variance in the location, and that's why you're here at 3-2.
Rose takes his lead. Parch takes his lead. 3-2 pitch on its way. That's going to be way too up. And that's going to walk. The base is loaded for the Blue Sox. Good discipline at bat to keep that going. As Carroll's going to go over and talk to Robinson a little bit.
That take on 2-2 was really ballsy. It was the same. It was basically the same exact pitch that he'd seen 2 times earlier, just a couple of inches further to the outside. And taking that is, if the Blue Sox come back and score a bunch of runs in this inning, that's the pitch that I'll look to and say was the one that sparked it.
So bases are loaded now for the Blue Sox, as that's going to bring up Caden Dawson, Walla Walla Community College student. First pitch to him. Taken. Does catch that inside corner very beautifully for strike one. Like some sort of two-seamer as that just blew by him. Did not even want to swing at that. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swung on. Lined out to right field. That's going to score one run. Here comes the second run. Rose coming across. The play at the plate. The tag. He is out of here. A nice play out there by Brownyard to throw that ball into the home plate, as that is going to be out number 2. That's the bad news for the Blue Sox. The good news is the one run does score off the RBI single. So they are on the board now. The score now is Coyotes 6, Blue Sox 1, with runners at the corners and 2 outs in the inning.
Really impressive throw by Brownyard from right field. It was on a line, on a dot, right into the catcher's glove, and just in time to tag the runner out.
That's going to bring up Aiden Morton for the Blue Sox. First pitch taken. Does catch that outside corner for strike one. Boy, what a good throw. Good teamwork right there by the Coyotes with Brownyard, Carroll to get that out at the plate and keep the just one run scoring. 0-1 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be popped up. Is that going to stay in play? No, it will not. That's going to run the count up to 0-2 now.
Big pitch here for Robinson.
So Blue Sox had a big chance to get a big inning going. Now we're on a risk of just scoring just one run this inning. 0-2 pitch. It's going to be one of those little slider slurve combinations, as that's going to be way too far outside for ball one.
Yeah, he just missed on that one.
A little bit of a waste pitch. No harm, no foul. Count is 1-2. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Way too low, way too outside. Good take by Aiden Morton. Count is run up even to 2-2.
I want to see if he goes back to that two-seamer on the outside corner. It's been his bread and butter all game.
2-2 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be driven just a little quick on the inside, and that's going to be fouled out of play, and we'll do it again at 2-2.
Yeah, instead he goes in on the hands on the righty. I like that pitch. Forces the issue, but really good swing by Morton to foul it off.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, runners at the corners. Robinson trying to get out of this. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and strike 3. And the Blue Sox only managed 1 run in the bottom of the second after some fine defense by the Coyotes, as they are only able to allow 1 run across the board. They're coming back to the bats. They're going to see if they can roll another inning. We'll have to wait and see. Coming up later on the PSCL YouTube channel. We've reached the top of the third inning here. This PSCL action, June 24th, 2023. Blue Sox against the Coyotes. Coyotes taking a commanding lead after a well-earned rollover inning in the top of the second. And now we're back up to the top of the third, ready to strike again. As we do have a new pitcher for the Blue Sox. It's going to be Aiden Arriaga, representative of COD, College of the Desert.
And Michael Raymond really struggled to find the strike zone, but he showed some good stuff out there, and if he can figure out how to hit the strike zone, I'm sure that he can be a real asset for the Blue Sox.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, though, the pitch count was a little too high, and top of the second just wasn't the cleanest for him, for the young man, but still plenty of season left for him to get some more chops in and work on that as well. But Aiden Arriaga, first pitch to Nate Nunley is outside for ball one. Nate Nunley, a representative of Centralia College. 1-0 pitch on its way. Taken. Catch that outside corner for strike one. Count is 1-1 now.
Easiest way to get outs is by throwing strikes.
1-1 pitch. On its way. Bounces before the plate. Count is now 2-1. And Arriaga most likely won't go too long, as there is a pitcher right now working in the bullpen for him. And it looks like next pitch taken for strike two. Count is even back up at 2-2. Looks like that's Connor Fry out there for the Blue Sox, the Cedarville University student.
Interested to see if they only give Arriaga one inning.
Next pitch taken. Low. Does not get the call, and the count is now run up to full count, 3-2. Passion bullpen day for the Blue Sox. Nothing wrong with that. We do still have plenty of season left. Don't want all these arms hurting for him.
I wouldn't describe it as old-fashioned.
3-2 pitch on its way up the middle. That's going to get through the legs. Nice try and dive and grab from Morton. Just keep it in play, but that's going to be ruled a single there. Looked like there was no chance just to keep that in front of him and keep it a single, though. Nice effort by Morton.
Yeah, that was a really impressive dive by Morton that, at the end of the day, didn't really serve a significant purpose because he was never going to get the out, and it was still going to – runner probably wasn't advancing to second, but still really good, great display of effort. That's what the coaches want to see.
Tyler Harry's now up to the plate. First pitch to him outside for ball one. The count is now 1-0. Harry's the middle infielder. Ready to take another whack at it. Runner at first base. Arriaga looks over to first. He kicks. He deals. It's going to be taken low. And the count now is 2-0. Arriaga ready to go again. And he's going to step off real quick. Get his bearings a little bit. Didn't like what he was feeling. No harm, no foul, and he's ready to go again.
Yeah, and it takes the batter and the runner out of their rhythm, and Coyotes have all the rhythm right now.
2-0 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be driven out to center field. England does get underneath it, though. Makes the catch. And runner's going to have to retreat back to first. It's now 1 out in the top of the third. Nunley was ready to get over to second base, but unfortunately for him, had to stay put. As now that brings up number 22. It's going to be Jackson Toms. Centralia teammates cheering for him, rooting for him over there. First pitch to him. Taken. Looked like he wanted to swing at that, but held back, and now he's reckoning he probably should have swung, as that is taken for strike one.
Yeah, it's not the pitch that he's wanted to hit, but it was a really good pitch in a really good spot.
Arriaga looks over again. 0-1 pitch. Taken, hits that same exact spot. And that count is now moved up to 0-2. Good
See
piece.
if he throws that same pitch a third time on the low inside corner.
Arriaga might have found a rhythm here.
A lot of the trouble has come on the outside part of the plate, and that's where the catcher sets up.
Runner goes. That's going to be too high. Throw over to second base. That's going to be too high as well, and that is going to be a stolen base for Nate Nunley.
Takes away the conventional double play ball as well.
So the count now is 1-2. Runner at second base. Coyotes ready to strike again. Maybe get that run back that they gave up for the Blue Sox. 1-2 pitch. Taken, catches that outside corner. Strike 3 called. Nice pitch by Arriaga. Went back and pounded that outside corner, and that is now out number 2.
It's a really effective pitch there, changing the eye level of the hitter, starting low, then going high, then going a little bit lower than that, but still up in the strike zone.
We got Brad Valentine back up to the plate. He was a big contributor his last
Really-
at-bat.
Really effective waste pitch on 0-2 there.
First pitch, he went up there, swung on and missed for strike 1. Southern Nevada college student, outfielder and first baseman by trade. Coming into the play, he was batting .214. I think that bumped up after his hit last time at plate. 0-1 pitch. Honestly, it was about the same height as the last pitch, but he doesn't swing at that one. It's going to be 1-1 now. 6'3", 200 pounds. He is one tall young man.
Some really good size.
I say that because I'm 5'10", so I'm pretty short over here.
Yeah, as a 5'9" person myself.
Next pitch taken. Outside, does not catch the part of the plate. That's going to be 2-1 now.
You know, they say that 5'9" is the average height for an American male, but for some reason, I just don't really believe that.
Looking at these guys, I don't believe it either. Next pitch, inside, a little too high for ball 3. Arriaga at risk of putting another runner on the bag.
Yeah, I'd say closer to 70% of people that I encounter are taller than me.
3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Taken, does catch the outside corner as Arriaga has battled back and has filled the count up at 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, top 3rd inning. Runner goes. Taken, and unfortunately for Arriaga, it is hitting the lower end and does not catch the zone. Runner does take third base off the stolen base. And now the Coyotes are 90 feet away from getting that run back with runners at the corners. With 2 outs, though, Arriaga still has a chance here. Just a ground ball will get it down for him. First pitch, runner goes. Throw. And it looked like it actually ricocheted off the bat of Nelson. And that's going to score a run. And I actually, for some reason, I actually know that rule because I watched the Rangers against the Toronto Blue Jays a couple years back. That is part of the field off the throw, technically.
Yeah, that was perhaps the wildest inning of baseball in the history of the sport,
Oh,
the 7th inning.
That was such an amazing inning, though. It was unfortunately my team lost, but it was still a great inning to watch. Next pitch was taken for ball. But nonetheless, the Coyotes have gotten that run back. It is now 7-1. And they still got a runner at scoring position. Just lurking. Next pitch taken for another ball. As that has driven the count up to 3-0. Next pitch to him. Taken. Correction, is now 3-1. There was a strike called.
I believe the first pitch, the one with the throwdown, might have been called a strike.
Yeah, a little confusing. We might have forgot about that. 3-1 pitch on its way, swung on. That's driven out to deep center field. England trying to go back, makes a reach for it, and does make the catch. So good piece of hitting, but England working pretty hard out there in center field. But nonetheless, the Coyotes get their run back and have taken back their 6-run lead. It is now 7-1. We'll have to see what the Blue Sox can do, though, as we come back. You're listening to the PSCL.
Girl, you know that there's one thing that I love, but it's not you I'm thinking of. I want the ultimate cheeseburger. Break it down. Cheese meat, cheese meat, and that's it. Baby, you know it's hot and juicy. This Jack won't make it till you order it.
Girls love this.
Our target is men.
What's a target?
It's time to step away from the sofa and get back to the world you love, the world of Agua Caliente. So get ready to rediscover that winning feeling again at Agua Caliente Casinos.
Welcome back now. This ball game with the Blue Sox against the Coyotes. Coyotes up at big, 7-1 going into the bottom of the third, but the Blue Sox are ready to strike back. As Robinson is back out there for the Coyotes, ready to get some more reps in himself. First pitch of the inning. Had a little bit too much grip on that one and throws that in the dirt outside for ball one.
Yeah, we're actually very quickly approaching the midway point of the PSCL season. Like, this season goes by a lot faster than it seems like.
Next pitch to Steven Murata, taken up and in for ball two. Representative Cal State LA. Ready to get some reps in himself at the bat. The 2-0 pitch. Taken. And that does not catch the inside corner. It is now 3-0. As Connor Fry waiting for his wax coming up in the bottom of the third and to get back to the top of the lineup for the Blue Sox.
I mean, playoffs start in less than 2 weeks.
3-0 pitch taken. Doesn't catch that inside corner. And Murata is going to have himself an easy 4-pitch walk. As that's going to bring up the Cedarville University student Connor Fry. 6'3", 160 pounds. Ready to get his reps going again. Currently batting .357 at the time of this game. Throw back over to first. Robinson doesn't get there in time. First pitch to Fry. Does not budge that. That's going to be 5 balls in a row for Robinson. We saw this before, but with the other side and Raymond there.
Yeah, his strike throwing went down a decent amount in the second inning, but it's now even lower now.
Next pitch going to be a little chopper over to third base. Throws over to first. And Fry looked like he was jogging there. Maybe something wrong with his shoe or something, but didn't look like he was sprinting. It looked like something was going on. But Nelson does throw over to Toms. Does make the put out for out number 1. Murata takes second easily. 1 out in the bottom of the third now.
Yeah, smart decision to not go for the throw at second. Just take the out where you can get it.
First pitch, driven out to left center field. That's going to be trouble. That's going to get in the gap. Murata rounds third, heading home. He's going to score easily. And that right there, my friends, is going to be an RBI double.
He absolutely smoked that ball into deep, deep left center field all the way to that 360 sports bar poster in between the Desert Air and the Lulu. I mean, he killed that.
Yeah, that was a power hit by Kyle England. No shot of getting that ball without sprinting. Good work, though, by Keller to make sure it was just a double to sprint out there and get it.
Yeah, I mean, the sound on that, you could tell that was smoked.
So the first pitch to Caleb Wise was taken up. Ball one, count as 1-0. One 0 pitch. Taken, does catch the inside part of the plate for strike one. So with that RBI double, the Blue Sox have come back again with another run as they're down now 5. It is 7-2 Coyotes. 1-1 pitch. Swung on. Back up here near the press box. And the count's now 1-2. It's definitely a hot day, but it is a gorgeous day out here in Palm Springs, California. Barely a cloud in the sky. Misters are on here. 1-2 pitch. Taken way outside for ball two. And the mountains just still cannot get used to the mountains out here.
It's a beautiful backdrop. Really is one of the best backdrops for a baseball stadium in the country. In the world.
Absolutely. 2-2 on its way. Swung on. Heads up Blue Sox. And we'll do it again at 2-2.
So they're playing baseball at London Stadium today.
Oh, right. The Cardinals and who was the other team?
The Cubs.
The Cubs, that's right.
Which I believe when they hosted in 2019 became the 4th Olympic stadium to host Major League Baseball.
Next pitch taken up for ball three. Yeah, I do like that they are going over to London now and playing a little bit of baseball, and loving the fact that even though Great Britain played in the WBC, they weren't the hottest team. They're fairly new, I feel like, and they're still getting their bearings on the game. Next pitch foul out of play, and we'll do it again at full count.
Now, can you name the other 3 Olympic stadia that have hosted an MLB game?
I probably cannot know.
Now, off the top of my head, there's 3. There might be more. But
full count pitch on its way, swung on. That's going to be driven out to center field. Keller gets underneath it, does make the grab, throws it back in the infield. Nice put out by the young man out in center field. As that's going to be 2 away now in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
yeah, the Blue Sox are hitting the ball hard. England's double, but that one was just socked right into the glove. So the other 3, off the top of my head, Montreal, Olympic Stadium.
Okay, makes sense.
Turner Field.
Turner Field?
Was actually built for the 1996 Atlanta Olympics.
Okay, all
and
right.
the LA Coliseum.
Now, I can see the LA Coliseum doing that. Yeah, okay.
Was also initially built for the, I believe,
And that was Parch who swung on and missed, and that's going to be strike 3.
And that'll end the 3rd inning. We'll go to the top of the 4th.
With the Blue Sox down still 2, but do get a run back. We'll see if they can play some good defense here and keep the Coyotes at 7.
Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies, far amber waves of rain, America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee.
Like your bacon,
Say it.
Steady.
ultimate cheeseburger.
Go! Your bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
Hot.
Yes, we are.
We won't make it till you order it. Our best bacon ultimate cheeseburger ever. Now at Jack in the Box.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
We've reached the top of the 4th inning. The Blue Sox were able to get that run back themselves and make the score 7-2 ball game. Still in it. Still plenty of time. Like we said, with this kind of ball game, these kind of rules here in the PSCL, just a rollover inning will do it. Get you back in this ball game. But they're going to have to do some good defense here and stop the Coyotes from rolling again in the top 4th inning. First pitch of it will be taken for strike 1. As we have a new pitcher on the mound now for the Blue Sox, as that is going to be Connor Fry, Cedarville University, typically an outfielder and first baseman, but out here now on the mound. Next pitch taken for ball 1.
It's the great thing about the PSCL. You get guys that want to pitch and they want to see that they can do, and they get out there and they throw some innings.
That next pitch looked like it fouled off. The count is now 1-2. As this is Luke Culver, the Wabash Valley College native. One-two pitch on his way. Swung on and missed. Does make the catch, and that's going to be strike 3. Nice piece of pitching there by a Cedarville native.
Yeah, so Fry doing the most important thing in pitching, just throwing strikes.
Definitely had Culver chasing there. And so the first batter that Connor Fry sees of the PSCL, all over the PSCL, strikes him out. Next pitch to, that looks like number 14 for the Coyotes. That's Isaiah Nunez. First pitch taken for ball. Next pitch, catch that lower portion of the plate. Evens the count now up at 1-1. One pitch. Taken, just misses the inside corner. That's going to move the count now to 2-1. Two-one pitch on its way. Swung on. Popped up. It's going to be going off the net. Wise was not really going to have a chance to get that play, but good effort by the young man. That does even the count up now at 2-2. Two-two pitch on its way. Swung on, fouled off into the net, and we will do it again. Nice defensive swing there by Isaiah Nunez, the pitcher and infielder from Hartnell College. Bats right and throws right. Hoping to get going. 2-2 pitch on its way, taken for ball 3. And that has filled the count up now. Connor Fry gets a sign. He kicks. He deals. Breaking ball. Just low. Barely misses the lower end of the zone. As that's going to walk Nunez over to first base. And 1 out in the top of the 4th inning.
Yeah, I thought that was a good pitch, but the umpire's got a better view than I do.
And with that, Brownyard is back up to the plate. As he takes that first pitch for a ball. Still uncommitted, but he should most likely be playing the uncommitted game coming up Monday. Next pitch taken for ball 2. Nunez, small lead over there at first. 2-0 pitch on his way. Breaking ball does catch the zone for strike one. Two-one pitch on his way. Does catch that inside corner off the breaking ball. And the Cedarville native evens the count up now at 2-2. Nice piece of pitching there. Throws over to first, though. Keeps Nunez close. Connor Fry, his first outing as a pitcher of the PSCL. Next pitch looked like a fastball just on the inside corner. Does not catch, though, and he has filled the count up again at 3-2 against Brownyard. He has reached the top of the lineup for the Coyotes. It is a dangerous pack here. Full count on its way. Ground ball just off the left field line. Does get foul, though, and we will do it again at full count.
Yep, good pitch, good fight. Really good battle here.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first base, top of the fourth. Next pitch to him. Swung on. That's going to be popped up.
Infield fly.
Oh, no, that's going to be a drop ball.
It's an infield fly, though.
And Nunez is going to be put out at second base. And now there's 2 away. As that's going to bring up Aiden Morton, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's Blue Sox. I'm sorry about that, folks. Should be, yeah, Logan Keller. I had the Blue Sox lineup pulled up on my screen real quick. I had to switch over to Coyotes. This is Logan Keller now at the plate. Oh, they're like, oh, we got some tripping over there. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Trainer goes out immediately.
Oh, he might have just got stopped up. Oh, Brownyard. Oh, no, my good sir. He might have twisted his arm a little bit going down, and he got caught up in the dirt. Oh, that's no good. I hope the young man's all right.
So we'll be.
That's gonna be an out for the top of the fourth. That's gonna do it for the inning. We're gonna go to a commercial. We're gonna go to a few of these in the back. We'll be back as soon as we get word on here. Hope the young man is all right. I really do. That did not look pretty. We're gonna go to commercial, folks. We'll be back as soon as this is all cleared up. We'll see you back in just a moment.
Spacious skies, far amber waves of grain, America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Like your bacon
Say it. Steady.
ultimate cheeseburger.
Go! Your bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
Hot.
Yes, we are.
We won't make it till you order it. our best bacon ultimate cheeseburger ever. Now at Jack in the Box.
Our family at Desert Air has always had one mission: to provide our community with comfort solutions that fit their lifestyle and budget. For over 65 years, Desert Air strives to meet and exceed our customers' expectations, not only by keeping them comfortable, but by continuing to stand behind our service, products, and knowledgeable staff. Desert Air is family-owned here in the Coachella Valley since 1954 and will continue to be here for all your AC and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
None of us can see the future, but we can plan for it. And Eisenhower Health has been doing that for years, adding state-of-the-art new facilities, innovative technologies, more doctors in key specialties, and more health centers across the valley, and new programs to meet specialized needs. Whatever the future brings, bring it on, because Eisenhower Health is here for you today and tomorrow.
So, you like meat?
I like meat and I like cheese.
Meat. Watch the monitor. This is the ultimate cheeseburger from Jack in the Box. It's a big cheeseburger for purists. Just meat and cheese.
I like the meat and cheese part.
Yeah. But why a bun?
Bun's not meat nor cheese.
Word.
You lose that bun, you got something.
Without the bun, your hands would be covered with meat and cheese. Yeah. All right, we'll look into that.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
We are back here at the bottom of the fourth inning. Coyotes and Blue Sox. Nicholas Brownyard, unfortunately, has been taken off the field. We don't know the extent of his injury. That looked like his left arm. Might have got twisted up trying to get back to first base. Did not look pretty. Looks like he got stopped up in the dirt and it just went the wrong way. We'll have to hope the young man is all right, as we are back now playing some more PSEL baseball action. Robinson is back up on the mound for the Coyotes.
Rose at the plate, and the first pitch is a ball.
1-0 pitch on its way. Breaking ball catches just barely outside corner for strike one. Jack Rose and the Blue Sox got to get something going. Next pitch swung on and missed for strike two. The count has now moved up to 1-2.
Got a favorable call on the first strike and then gets a swing and miss.
Next pitch in the dirt, doesn't reach the plate in time for ball two. Count is 2-2 now.
Good take there, good fight.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that is strike three. Robinson punches out another one, and that's first out of the bottom of the fourth inning. Looked like a heater, could not catch up to it. Was going to catch the outside corner. It was just a good pitch by Robinson all around. Well, this is going to be Carson Windshausen up to the plate now, taking over. First pitch to him was a called strike. Next pitch on the outside corner misses for ball one. 1-1 is the count now.
Yeah, we've seen Windishausen do some really good things so far.
Next pitch swung on, fouled off into the net. That's going to be another strike. The count's now 1-2. Windishausen coming into the game, batting .235. OBP is at .222 and slugging at .353. 1-2 pitch on its way, swung on. That's going to be driven out to right field. The new right fielder for Brownyard does make the catch.
It's a really nice piece of contact there from Windishausen to just kind of dink it off the end of the bat.
That was Geno Hutchinson out there, representative of Canada College, taking over for Brownyard at right field. Does make the grab, and that is now out number 2 in the bottom of the 4th inning. That's going to bring up Jacob Bicey. First pitch taken for ball. Count's now 1-0. Start off the bat. Next pitch to him. Swung on. That's going to be fouled into the dirt. Going to even the count up now. 1-1. Blue Sox got a guy warming up in the bullpen. That looks like it's going to be number 19. That's Mason German. Next pitch outside for ball. 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be fouled into the net as well. Coyotes 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th inning.
Robinson's done a good job throwing strikes in this inning.
Next pitch on its way. Taken just a little high, just a little outside for ball 3. The count is full now.
It's a big pitch. Robinson wants to get out of it without having to throw a 71st.
That one swung on. Dribbler down the right field line does not stay fair. That's going to be foul ball, and we will do it again at 3-2.
Next pitch will be 71 for Robinson. Not the most efficient performance, but he is getting the job done so far.
Robinson ready to get a 4th inning complete. 3-2 pitch. Taken, does not get down in the zone, and Bicey's going to have himself a walk, 2-out walk in the bottom of the 4th inning. Good piece of discipline there by the young man.
Really impressive AB by Bicey. He didn't take a strike, and he didn't whiff. 2 foul balls were the 2 strikes in there, and did an impressive job staying alive and drawing that walk.
So with that 2-out walk, that's going to bring up Caden Dawson up to the plate, the Walla Walla Community College student. Robinson looks over. He kicks, he deals. That one's going to be a little too high in the zone for ball 1.
Yeah, just got to get back to throwing strikes if you're Robinson.
The 1-0 pitch. Swung on. That's driven out to deep center field. Keller gets underneath it, though, does make the grab, and that is going to do it for the inning. So the Coyotes are able to defend well in the bottom of the 4th inning, keep the Blue Sox at bay at 2. We're going to see if the Coyotes can get some runs of their own coming up in the top of the 5th. We'll see you back in just a moment.
Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies, far amber waves of grain, America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee.
That's it. That's his house. Mr. Brad Haley?
Relax. Did I win something?
My sources tell me you've been calling Jack in the Box junk in the box.
So?
I take these things personally, Brad.
Get lost.
Sure, just try my food, apologize, and I'll go.
Beat it, clown!
Listen, punk! I've spent millions of dollars improving my kitchens to make our best burgers ever!
You're psycho!
Oh yeah, whoop 'em good, Jack.
Brad, you get to try my best burger ever, and all I want is your honest opinion.
Tasty.
Really? You're not just saying that because I'm kneeling on your spine?
No, I shouldn't have dissed your food, man. I'm sorry, Jack.
Well, I'm sorry about the grass stains.
Really?
No.
Top of the fifth now. Here in this PSC auction, game one of this doubleheader, June 24th, 2023. Blue Sox trailing the Coyotes 7-2. The Coyotes are back up to the plate in the top of the fifth inning. A couple of defensive changes now. At catcher is going to be Jack Rose. Out there in left field, it's going to be Windhausen. And on the mound now for the Blue Sox, that's going to be number 19, Mason Garriman. All-around pitcher. First pitch way up and away for ball one.
Lanky lefty with a big leg kick.
Representative of Embry, Riddle, Arizona. 1-0 pitch. Taken. Gets the heart of the plate for strike one. Count is now evened at 1-1. Currently got a 3.37 ERA. Whipped at .75.
It's really impressive.
1-1 pitch. Heads up. It's going to get Keller right there, right on the behind. A breaking ball of the rear on the behind. That not the worst place in the world to get hit.
Yeah. I got to say, I love the commentary from the benches in the PSCL. It's better than I expected it to be.
Oh, these guys are already great friends. They're going to be friends for a long, long time. They've already, even with only playing a few weeks together, they've been absolutely a team. That's what you love to see here at the PSCL. So Keller takes his hit by pitch bag. Next pitch is going to be a breaking ball. Does not catch the corner for ball one against Calvin Carroll, La Cuesta College student, catcher, and utility player. Garriman looks over at first. Long look at first. He kicks. He deals. Swung on and missed. And that's going to be a 1-1 count now.
Really good pitch and a swing and miss. That's what you get rewarded for when you throw a good pitch up in the zone.
Garriman, another long look, kicks and deals. Way outside. No attempt at that one. Count is now 2-1. Blue Sox are behind, but still have plenty of time to get those runs back. And Carroll's going to call time there. Garriman looking over at first a little too long for his liking. He's going to set the time and mood himself. Next pitch on its way. Fake runner goes. That's going to be fouled off. Count is now 2-2.
Good work to foul that off and really get a piece of it. He got a good piece of it. He hit it down that first base line and foul, but it was hit pretty well.
So the count even up at 2. Garriman, he's going to kick a deal. Runner goes over at first. Taken for ball 3. Tag does not make it in time. Ball was dropped anyway, and that's going to be a stolen base by Keller.
Again, most important thing here is to throw a strike. Don't worry about the base runner.
So the count is full now. Garriman, runner at second base now. He kicks. He deals. That's going to be a breaking ball in the dirt. That should be ball 4. Correction, it is now 3-2. Another time called.
Breaks the tension there.
And we'll do it again. Here we go. Garriman has a sign. Looks over at second base. Fires one in. Swinging. That's going to be driven out to deep center field. That's going really back. Having to jump out there is England. He does make the catch, though. Runner moves over from second to third. And with one out now in the top of the fifth, the Coyotes are 90 feet away from another run on the board. It was a nice hit, but England, with that outstretched glove, making the grab. If he didn't, though, that would have been even more dangerous. A potential triple, maybe home run in the park, inside the Parker.
Yeah, really good leaping catch there.
So infield playing in. Gehrman fires one in. Does not catch the upper end of the zone for ball one.
Yeah, Blue Sox just trying to fend off the Coyotes here, get back to their bats because, Lord, they need some runs.
This is Nate Nunley here. Ready to go. Takes that strike off the inside corner, though. Catch that lower end of the zone. But nonetheless, it is a 1-1 count now. One on its way. Swung on. That's going to be fouled into the net. We'll do it at 1-2 now.
Good work by Gehrman. Gets ahead in the count. Throws competitive pitches. That's what you need to do here when you got to run around third base.
Tyler Harry's on deck waiting for his turn in this top of the fifth inning. 1-2 pitch. Infield playing in. On its way. Swung on. That's going to be fouled out of play. And we'll do it again at 1-2. Outfield, looks like they're playing no doubles. Ready for a fly ball.
Big gap in between the left fielder and the center fielder.
1-2 pitch on its way. Swung on. That's going to be popped up. Is it going to stay in play? No, it is not. That's going to get out of play. As we will do it again at 1-2. Good battle here going on between Gehrman and Nunley.
Anything in the air over the head of that field umpire is going to be 2, maybe 3 bases. As long as it's not high, not too high.
Gehrman, Nunley, good battle going. Here's the pitch. 1-2 is the count. Taken in the dirt. Good way for Nunley not to look at that one.
Great job checking his swing there by Nunley. Realized it wasn't the pitch he wanted with 2 strikes, and he stops his swing.
2-2 pitch on its way. Swung on. That's been grounded over to first base. Throw over to home plate. Does get the out at home. So good defensive throw by Wise over to Rose. As that's going to be a fielder's choice 3-2. And the Blue Sox keep the score at 7 for the Coyotes. Now there's 2 away.
It's the right decision there. It's exactly the type of ground ball that the infield was ready for. And they throw to the plate and they get the tag.
And with 2 outs now, that's going to bring up Tyler Harries, the Centralia College student, middle infielder. First pitch by Gehrman catches that top portion of the plate for strike 1. 0-1 is the count. Gehrman has to step off real quick. A little bit of slip off the mound. He's ready to go now, though. 0-1 pitch. Checked his swing, but it's in there anyway for strike 2.
All right, now you're at 0-2. You got 2 outs, and you want to get back to your bats. Just throw a strike here and let your bats take care of business in the bottom half.
The 0-2 pitch, runner goes. Swung on and missed, and that is strike 3. Gehrman gets out of the jam and keeps the Coyotes lead at 7. Now the bats are going to have to do some work for him behind him. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, Blue Sox are still down by 5. We'll have to see what they can do coming up later. You're listening to the PSCL YouTube broadcast.
Girl, you know that there's one thing that I love, but it's not you I'm thinking of. I want the ultimate cheeseburger. Break it down. Cheese, meat, cheese, meat, and that's it. Baby, you know it's hot and juicy. 'Cause Jack won't make it till you order it.
Girls love this.
Our target is men.
What's a target?
It's time to step away from the sofa and get back to the world you love, the world of Agua Caliente. So get ready to rediscover that winning feeling again at Agua Caliente Casinos.
We've reached the bottom of the 5th inning. Blue Sox still trailing 7-2. And Robinson back out again for the Coyotes, as he hopes to keep this lead by 5, still going for him. As up to the plate for the Blue Sox. First pitch of the inning, though, taken for ball 1. One-zero pitch on its way. Swung on. That's going to be missed for strike 1. Count is even at 1-1 now. As this is Aiden Morton, Chabot College native, the second baseman and catcher by trade. 1-1 pitch taken on the outside corner for ball 2. Batting consistent, 333. 2-1 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be fouled out of play to make the count 2-2.
Yeah, anytime you're hitting 300, you know you're doing something right. Maybe it's not everything, but definitely something.
333 batting average. OBP is rating at 524, slugging at 467.
He's doing a lot right.
2-2 pitch on its way. Yep, that is strike 3.
I thought that was a little bit high. I think the umpire didn't realize that it was the 3rd strike because he didn't give an emphatic.
Maybe he didn't recognize it was a strike either, but he called it by accident. But nonetheless, that is a strikeout, out number 1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Good pitch by Robinson. Now he's 4 1/3 in.
Never thought about that. I wonder if that's ever happened.
Oh, I guarantee it's happened multiple times in somebody's.
Oh, absolutely it happened, but like what context?
Next pitch to Murata. Gonna be in the dirt, out on the outside corner. Does not catch anything for ball 2. Steven Murata, Cal State, LA. Looking to get some more hits in for him before the top of the lineup gets into play. Robinson, he kicks, he deals in the dirt. That's going to be ball 3 now. Still nobody in the bullpen, so this is his inning. Till the manager says otherwise. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. He winds, he kicks, he deals. Taken. Red light was on. Catches that inside corner for strike 1.
It's the exact pitch you need there. Just throw a strike. They're probably not going to swing. You don't need to overpower them.
Next pitch catches the outside corner for strike 2. Counts now 3-2.
Inside, outside. Let's see what he goes with here. He's already opened the door and walked outside. See if he stays outside.
Full count pitch. That's going to be a liner out to right field. That's going to get down. Good piece hidden by Murata as he's going to be on base with a single. And with a runner on first base, we're going to have ourselves, looks like a pinch hitter. That's going to be number 5. That's Noble Ortega, the utility and pitcher player. Uncommitted at the time. Most likely we'll see him on Monday in the uncommitted series.
So the lefty at the plate and the runner on first base. There is still no action in the bullpen for the Coyotes.
First pitch to him. Taken for strike 1. The count is 0-1. Had a good game yesterday. 4 at-bats with 2 hits and an RBI.
That's 85 pitches for Robinson.
Next pitch swung on and missed. That's strike 2. He took a whack at that. Looked like the head was coming off his head right there.
He absolutely swung for the fences there, and he came away looking foolish.
And now we are finally going to get some work action in the bullpen, but Robinson wants to end it himself. 0-2 pitch swung on. That's going to be grounder over in between in the gap. That's going to get down. Runners are all going to be safe. And Ortega gets himself a single himself.
Yeah, that could have been a double play ball if it was just a couple of feet over to either side. But you know, the great Yogi Berra said, hit it where they ain't, and they weren't there.
As that should bring up Kyle England up to the plate now for the Blue Sox. First pitch, that's going to be foul tipped into the glove for strike one.
Last time up, he hit an absolute scorcher into center field for a double.
So currently warming up in the bullpen for the Coyotes. That should be number 14. That should be Isaiah Nunez. Robinson wants to end it, though, right here. Breaking ball. Catches that inside corner. Count is now 0-2 with one out in the bottom of the fifth inning. Doing some good work Mr. Robinson's doing.
Throw him another strike. Challenge him here. Go outside.
0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Breaking ball. Got him fishing there. That's going to be out number 2. And the Blue Sox down to one out in the bottom of the fifth inning.
Absolutely gorgeous breaking ball there from Robinson. That's the type of breaking ball that you tell your kids about.
So with 2 outs, Robinson has worked his way back, trying to end this inning, get a full 5 innings under his belt. First pitch swung on and missed for strike one. Up against number 33, Caleb Wise, the third baseman and pitcher.
Now he's really finding his rhythm in terms of strike throwing. 91 pitches, here comes 92.
0-1 pitch. Breaking ball. He's got that breaking ball working good as that catches the inside corner for strike 2. And 1 strike away from completing a 5-inning game for him. And he'd like to do it in good old fashion right here. 0-2 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be driven out to right field. Underneath is Gino. He does make the grab, and that is going to do it. So Robinson completes 5 innings of work, only allowing 2 runs. Nice job by the young man pitching over 90 pitches. Most likely won't be coming back in the bottom of the 6th, but does keep the Blue Sox at bay at 2. We'll see what the Coyotes can do in the top of the 6th inning.
Our family at Desert Air has always had one mission: to provide our community with comfort solutions that fit their lifestyle and budget. For over 65 years, Desert Air strives to meet and exceed our customers' expectations, not only by keeping them comfortable, but by continuing to stand behind our service, products, and knowledgeable staff. Desert Air is family-owned here in the Coachella Valley since 1954 and will continue to be here for all your AC and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Welcome back now to the PSCL YouTube channel as the Coyotes and Blue Sox still in a fairly good matchup here. Blue Sox still down 7-2 though, but anything can happen here in the PSCL league. Unfortunately, they're going to have to get going pretty quickly. They're going to have to stop the Coyotes right here in the tracks and get back to the plate. As we have a new pitcher for the Blue Sox. That's going to be Cameron Kundig, University of Redlands pitcher.
It's pretty local.
First pitch in the inning, taken for strike one. As he faces number 22 for the Coyotes. That's Jackson Toms, the Centralia College student.
0 for 1 today is Toms. Last time up, he struck out looking.
Next pitch, grounded just foul. Good pitch, though. Count's now 0-2. A pretty good start, though, for Kundig. First 2 pitches, first 2 strikes.
Yeah, we've seen some really good pitching out of Kundig so far in the games that he has pitched.
0-2 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be driven just at the second baseman as Murata makes the easy grab there for out number 1. So with that, fine play. Nice piece of pitching there by Kundig. 1 out now in the top of the 6th. That's going to bring up number 9 for the Coyotes. That's Brad Valentine, Southern Nevada College student. First pitch to him. Taken for ball 1. Outside corner, does not catch for ball 1.
Seem like the time limit will come into play here. There's still 25 minutes left to reach it unless there's a big inning here in the 6th.
Can't happen. Next pitch, there's going to be a chopper down. It's trying to get third base. No chance of getting that. There was no chance to even really get to it. Valentine was digging over to first base. That's going to be a single, infield single.
That's the type of ball that you got to try and charge and bare hand and make the throw. It's a really tough play anyway. That's why it's not an error. But next time, Dawson should try and bare hand that.
So with Valentine over at first base off the single, that should bring up number 4, James Nelson, Centralia College student. First pitch to him. Taken for strike 1. Catches that inside corner beautifully for strike 1. 0-1's the count. Their lead at 7 since the 3rd inning. Done so beautifully here. 0-1 pitch now. Taken for ball 1. The count is evened up now at 1-1. Looks over the auxiliary field. The first game of the day over there has ended as game 2 is about to begin. Next pitch taken. Breaking ball catches that inside corner.
Really good pitch there by Kundig.
So 1 ball and 2 strikes for Nelson. Valentine over at first base. Kundig kicks. He deals. Swung on and missed. And that's going to be a punch out for Kundig. It's now 2 away here in the top of the 6th. Had him chasing over that fastball, the lower outside portion of the plate. No chance of fishing for that one. That's now 2 away now. Bringing up number 25, Luke Culver. The outfielder, young man, ready to get some chops in himself. First pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Had a pretty good hearty cut there for strike 1.
It's a good pitch and a really good way to coax a swing and miss. Kundig's really been effective in this inning.
Kundig 0-1 pitch now on his way. Checked his swing. Did he go? No, he did not go. The count's going to even up at 1-1. Kundig looks over at first at Valentine. He's got a sign ready. Kicks. He deals. Fastball catches that outside corner. Strike 2.
I think the umpire may have thought that was strike 3.
Might be off a pitch after that last unenthusiastic strikeout he pulled. Kundig trying to get out of this inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be grounded over to Morton. That's going to be off his shoe. That's going to get out into the outfield. And instead of out number 3, the Raiders are going to be stuck at first and second now with 2 away still.
Yeah, that was exactly what Kundig wanted, just a ground ball, relatively routine play, but unfortunately for him, Morton couldn't come up with it.
So with that play, it looks like it's going to bring back up to the plate now number 14. That's going to be Isaiah Nunez. Has a chance to extend the lead now for the Coyotes with a runner in scoring position. Good knockout to left field or right field. Has a chance. First pitch to him. Taken. Thought it was a little low, but umpire says no go. It is a strike, so count is 0-1 now.
Good pitch. Really good spot.
Kundig has a sign. Looks over at Valentine. Kicks it, deals. Valentine tries to take third. Throw over. Is not going to get it. Valentine looks at the ball. Recognizes he can make it to home. And he does make it home. And the Coyotes have now taken an 8-2 lead in the top of the 6th inning. Along the way, runner at first takes second now. And the Coyotes are back to a 6-run lead.
And that's exactly what the Coyotes were looking to do, just cause some chaos on the base paths.
So 8-2 now. Kundig kicks and deals. He gets that strike over the plate. Nice pitch to come back after that. Unfortunate mishap for Valentine to get across the plate. Kundig has the sign. He kicks, he deals. And that is going to catch the outside corner off the breaking ball for strike 3. And that's going to do it for the top of the 6th, but not before the Coyotes get a run on the board, and they have taken now a commanding 8-2 lead. But the Blue Sox are up to bat now. As we know, a good old rollover inning can bring them back into this game. We'll see if they can do so in just a moment.
Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies, far amber waves of rain, America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee.
Like your bacon.
Say it steady.
Ultimate cheeseburger.
Go! Your bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
Hot.
Yes, we are.
We won't make it till you order it. Our best bacon ultimate cheeseburger ever. Now at Jack in the Box.
We've reached the bottom of the 6th inning. Coyotes get another run on the board after a little bit of confusion and a couple mishaps on the Blue Sox end. As Valentine was able to come across to score and put the lead now at 8-2. But the Blue Sox are back up to the plate as they are ready to try and get that run, if not more, up across the board. And the first pitch, Robinson back out to pitch for the Coyotes. Looked like a slider, catches the outside corner for strike 1. Next pitch. Taken, had to get out of the way for that one. Ball 1 now is the count. 1-1 is the count. As this is number 20 for the Blue Sox. That's Tyler Nelson. And next pitch taken for ball 2. And an update for you on the auxiliary field. The Green Dragons were able to take a victory against the Bombers 12-4 on the auxiliary field. So good baseball going on the other side. That next pitch was a ball. And the umpire's going to call himself time. Yeah, Lumberjacks, Green Dragons, both playing very excellent baseball lately. Next pitch taken. Catches the zone for strike 2. Next pitch on its way. Robinson kicks, deals, throws over. Pop up. Outfield. Or out of play, or not out of play, in the foul territory. As Toms does make the catch, though. And that's going to be out number 1. So Robinson still pitching really good and letting his defense do some good work out there as well.
And his next pitch will be the century mark.
Getting to triple digits against Jack Rose here. First pitch to him. Heads up.
Heads down, actually.
More likely heads down the more I think about it.
Head goes up, that clanks him right in the head.
As that is now a count 1-0. Next pitch to him. Swung on. That's driven pretty deep out to left field, but underneath it, that's going to be Culver. Finally gets some action out there and does make the put out for out number 2.
Just a routine can of corn, fly ball right out at him. Good pitch. Just got under it there.
So, Robinson, 2 outs now in the bottom of the 6th inning as that brings up Carson Windishausen. Now hoping to get 6 innings of work in. Next pitch. Swung on. That's going to be fouled out of play. And now, 1 strike away from ending the bottom of the 6th inning.
And he's done it quickly so far.
Next pitch swung on and missed, and that's going to do it. Robinson with his 6th complete inning of play. Nice work for the young man. Strikes out Windishausen, and the Blue Sox are down with no runs coming across the score. So we're going down to the top of the 7th inning. No time limit needed, as we're going to see if the Blue Sox can stop them one more time and get one more chance at the bats. You're listening to the PSCL YouTube broadcast.
In the battle of the burgers, one man made a declaration of delicious. Jack. He set forth, armed with artillery no one saw coming. Boxes and boxes of mouth-watering burgers. He was determined to bring great taste to this great nation in the name of life, liberty, and the pursuit of flavor for all, so that everyone could taste history-making burgers. And America ate it up. True story. With fresher and tastier ingredients, we're making every burger better, like the new Double Jack. History never tasted so good.
We've reached the last inning of play, ready to go. Top of the 7th inning. Coyotes still leading 8-2. This PSCL action. The Blue Sox can't deny it, though, that they have been able to keep the Coyotes mainly at bay after that top of the 2nd rollover inning. They've kept them at only scoring maybe 2 runs so far. But nonetheless, they're going to have to make one more good stop here, as a rollover inning is going to be needed in the bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch fouled out of play, as Tyler Nelson's going to take over on the bump for the Blue Sox. Representative University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire. Next pitch, wanted that one, does not, and holds back for ball one. Count is 1-1 now. This is Geno Hutchinson taking over for Nick Brownyard. Next pitch, swung on, fouled off into the back of the net. Count is now 1-2.
Give you an update from across the pond, well, across the continent and then across the pond. It is 5-0 Cubs in London.
Next pitch taken, does not offer that one for another ball. So currently at the time of playing, this is actually, from the looks of it, looks like Tyler Nelson has not had one pitching opportunity yet either. So another opportunity for fresh arm for the Blue Sox. Count is now full, though. That one was taken for ball 3. Nelson has a sign now. He's ready. He kicks. He deals. He wanted the fastball, but threw it a little too far outside for ball 4, and that's going to be a walk. As Geno Hutchinson takes over first base. And that's going to bring up number 6. That should be Logan Keller for the Coyotes. Fortunately, not a good start to the top of the 7th for the Blue Sox, as the man is now on base. Got to get a shutout inning here just to have a chance. Runner goes, throws over down to second base. Is the tag in time? No, it is not. That is going to be a stolen base for Geno Hutchinson. Good quick move there. Jack Rose almost had him behind the plate, but just a little, maybe a millisecond too late.
That was really a truly excellent throw.
Yeah, right on the money. Just Geno had a good jump off the plate. Next pitch, though, is taken outside for ball 2. Nelson looks over. Kicks, he deals. Swung on and missed. That should be strike 1 now. Counts 2-1. For Mr. Logan Keller, the Centralia College student, outfielder. Next pitch, he quick pitched. Tyler Nelson quick pitches, and that does catch the inside corner for strike 2. And that has evened up the count now. Nelson looks back over at second. Runner goes, taken for ball 3. That throws in the dirt. Jack Rose throws that one in the dirt, does not get it in time, and now there is a runner in 90 feet away for the Coyotes, and the count is now full.
Look, I'm going to say it again. The most important thing is to throw the strike. Don't worry about the runner.
Next pitch, now that is actually a strike. Now is a full count. Next pitch on his way, swung on. That's going to be popped up. Underneath it is Morton. Does make the play. And Hutchinson's going to have to stay put. So 1 out now in the top of the 7th. That's what Nelson was looking for. As it's going to bring up back up to the plate, Calvin Carroll, the catcher. Any kind of drive, though, out into the outfield, that should score a run and almost put this game out of reach for the Blue Sox. That first pitch, fastball. And it looked like Carroll had to just swing just to protect that point just to get something on it.
He did a good job of doing that.
Next pitch, that catches the upper inside corner for strike 2. Counts now 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. In the dirt on the outside portion of the plate, does not catch it there for ball 1.
You can afford to waste a pitch on 0-2 now, as long as you can play the next one effectively off of it.
Next pitch, up and in for ball 2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch does not catch the inside corner. The count is full now. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nelson kicks. He deals. Swung on. That's going to be driven over to second base. Murata makes a nice play. Throws over to first. Unfortunately, though, the drives wise off the bag. And that is going to score a run. The Coyotes have now taken a 9-2 lead. And still only 1 out in the top of the 7th. That was a fantastic grab by Murata, but throws wise off the bag off the throw. And unfortunately, now the Coyotes are on a very good commanding lead in the top of the 7th inning. So now with a runner at first base, 1 out in the inning. First pitch by Nelson. That's going to be driven out to right field. That's pretty deep, though. Underneath of those Bicey does make the grab for the second out of the inning.
It was a really good diving play by Murata. Just couldn't finish the throw over, but right there, good recovery by Nelson.
And with 2 outs now on the top of the 7th, Coyotes leading 9-2. That's going to bring up, should be Dawson, if I'm not mistaken. First pitch up in the zone, does not catch for ball 1. Correction, that's Harry's. Next pitch in the dirt, though, for ball 2. Is the count. Coyotes already have 1 on the board in this inning. Going to add more. Next pitch. Catches a good heart of the plate. Count is now 1-2. Blue Sox. Unfortunately, let 1 go. Tyler Nelson, quick pitches. Catches that outside corner. Count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nelson is going to quick pitch again. Does not. He kicks, he deals. Swung on and missed, and that foul tipped into the catcher's glove for strike 3. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So not before, though, the Coyotes are able to get 1 run across. The Blue Sox are down 7. Their only hope is going to be 1 roller inning with a couple runners on base. We've seen it before, though. We'll have to see if they could do it, though, coming up in the bottom of the 7th inning. Your score, Coyotes 9, Blue Sox 2.
Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies, far amber waves of rain, America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Let's finish.
Now, Sam, what do you know? Max Robinson is back on the mound for the Coyotes as he's going to go out and try and complete himself a good old complete game here.
I always think of it when the pitcher comes out for the last inning to finish a complete game. I just always picture them like walking out with like Grover, Cleveland, Alexander.
Just the old-fashioned ways right there.
Like, ironically, I think of it like the 1926 World Series when Grover, Cleveland, Alexander came out of the bullpen. But it's still that same idea. Just like of epic.
So that was Justin Selskar who came in to pinch hit. He gets that up against the thigh. As that's going to put a runner now on first base for the Blue Sox. 9-2 is the score. The only hope right now is for a rollover inning with a couple runners on base. So we're going to see how strategy works. And the Coyotes have given Robinson a chance to do it himself just to complete this game for him. He's pitched beautifully. Only allowed the Blue Sox to score 2 runs.
And he's got a 7-run lead, so I assume the leash is rather long here.
First pitch, though, this is number 11, looks like, for the Blue Sox. That should be Caden Dawson.
Yeah, he's been pretty efficient over the last 2 innings. Over 60% strikes, over about 67% strikes over the last 2 innings before this one.
Next pitch in the dirt, low and inside for ball 2. Robinson just not probably looking for any kind of strikeout, just looking for something for all these batters just get a hit. Next pitch on its way, breaking ball, that's going to hit Dawson now.
Okay, so maybe now some action going in the bullpen. Nunez running out there.
Yeah, after 2 hit by pitches, that might be a sign. Might need to get somebody working now. As I believe that's number 14. We'll have to confirm just in a moment. But the Coyotes manager is going to come out and just have a little word with him. Maybe get his guy in the bullpen to get a few reps in before he gets him in. So number 14, that should be Isaiah Nunez. He was warming up in the bullpen earlier. Going to get stretched out just a little bit more. Get him to talk. Talk to his young man on the mound right now. 6 innings of work, though. No matter what happens, he's had an impressive day. Definitely no chance of getting a loss here.
Again, the key thing that you're telling your pitcher right now is just throw strikes. Throw strikes. You have a 7-run lead. You can afford to give up a couple runs in the process of getting 3 outs. All you need is 3 outs. If you throw strikes, the batters will get themselves out.
So with runners at first and second after 2 hit by pitches, Robinson back to work though. Catches that outside corner beautifully for strike 1 against, should be number 6. That should be Aiden Morton. And a grounder here can mince the double play, and that's what Robinson's looking for. Next pitch to Morton is taken up above the eyes for ball 1. Like we said, Coyotes up 9-2, but a rollover inning for the Blue Sox can end it here. Next pitch in the dirt, though, for ball 2. Count is now 2-1, and Nunez might need to get warmed up a little bit quicker.
Would need to be a rollover inning ending with the bases loaded.
Next pitch does catch the upper end of the zone for strike 2. Robinson evens it up now at 2-2. Good way of coming back here. Aiden Morton, Chabot College representative, trying to get some runs on the board for the Blue Sox. Next pitch, little too much movement from the catcher's mitt. That's going to fill the count up now, 3-2. And Robinson at risk now. We either striking Morton out or walking the bases loaded. We'll have to wait and see. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on. That's driven out to center field. Keller gets underneath it, though, does make the grab, and that's going to be out number 1. As that is unfortunately not what the Blue Sox were needing. No runners advance, and they waste an out there within the bottom of the 7th inning.
I'm really interested to see if the Blue Sox will put on the double steal here to try and avoid the double play.
They might, but we have seen Carroll. He does have a pretty decent arm behind the plate. We'll have to just see if the manager agrees with your decision-making right there. First pitch to Murata. A little bit up and in on the zone. Doesn't catch it, though, for ball 1. So Robinson now with 6 1/3 inning complete. Next pitch to Murata. Grounded over to second base. A little bit of a tough play. Throws over to second, though. Gets the fielder's choice put out, 4-6. Murata to Morton. And now Blue Sox are down to their last out with the runners at the corners in the bottom of the 7th inning. That was honestly a tough play from Murata. It looked like it was going to be a weird mishop. Does make the grab, though. Toss over to Morton to get the put out, to at least get 1 out on the board. And like we said, it's the last out now for the Blue Sox. So that's going to bring up one of the Ortegas. It's going to be Noble Ortega. Did have a base hit his last at-bat. First pitch to him, though. Taken for ball one. A little bit too much of movement on the catcher's end. But it was a little too high nonetheless. 1-0 pitch. On its way, swung on. That's going to be driven out to left field. Out there's Culver. Does make the grab, and that is going to do it, folks. So the Coyotes have taken the victory here on the back of Max Robinson, who completes the game, only allowing 2 runs on the board against the Blue Sox. And with that, the Coyotes have now stretched it out to a 4-game win streak. Their record now 4-5. Well done, young men. Definitely well done.
Yeah, and really incredible performance by Robinson today. He had it all working, and 119 pitches. You know, he's going to put a lot of ice on that arm.
Most likely will not be pitching for a while after throwing 7 innings of play and throwing triple-digit numbers here. But he does the job well for the Coyotes. And that's going to do it for this first ball game of this doubleheader. So, with that being said, the North Stars and the Chill are about to start to play action. They're going to get warmed up in just a little bit. But until then, we're going to take a break off of the network. We're going to come back live in about half an hour, maybe a little more, for Game 2 of this PSEL action on June 24th, 2023. Until then, for Sam Fetterman, my name is Bray Faust. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, our final score, Coyotes win it 9-2 against the Blue Sox. We'll have to see what the North Stars and the Chill have in store for us coming up later. We'll see you guys back here in just a moment on the PSCL YouTube channel. Also, be sure to click that bell to get notifications when we go live so you'll know when we come on. We'll see you guys, John, in just a moment.
All right.